it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Trick or Treat Studios Sam from the movie of the same name, Trick or Treat. Stoked to have this guy in my collection. This is actually a 1/6 scale. I picked this up from the great folks over at the Last Toy Store. Huge fan of Trick or Treat. I actually am late to the party on this movie. This movie was released in 2007. Directed by Michael Daughtry, if I'm not mistaken. A little backstory: the reason why I'm late to the party on the movie is just because so many people would talk about it. Last year's Halloween 2022, I was like, you know what, let me check it out and see what all the hype's about, because I'd always hear about Little Sam and stuff like that. So, and now I know why. I mean, I saw it and I absolutely love the movie. Huge fan of it now. And so anything pretty much Little Sam I'm a fan of. As I've shown before, as you can see in the background, I have my Toonie Terror Sam, and up there on the top right I have a Ultimate Sam, which I will get to him eventually, so don't you worry, guys. But I just got this guy and I wanted to open him up and share him with you guys. So let's get a quick look around the box and then we'll get him opened up and get a better look at the figure. So on the front, we got a shot of Little Sam, Trick or Treat, deluxe 1/6 scale Sam figure, Trick or Treat Studios, poison, drowning, claw, or knife. So many ways to take a life. Nice. And then on the side, we got Trick or Treat logo, deluxe 1/6 scale, Trick or Treat Studios logo. And on the back, we got some artwork from the movie, as well as another photo of Little Sam with the jack-o'-lantern, deluxe 1/6 scale Sam figure, legendary pictures. Yeah. And again, got the Trick or Treat logo, deluxe 1/6 scale Sam figure, and Trick or Treat Studios logo. So let's go ahead and get the window box open. Got some more comic panels from the movie. Wear costume, hand out treats, never blow out a jack-o'-lantern, always check your candy. Again, if you've seen the movie, you know where it's from there. And then there's Sam in all his glory. And he comes with a lot of stuff. Seriously, when I saw screenshots of this figure, I was like, man, I gotta pick him up. So let's go ahead and get him opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, I have to say this Sam looks absolutely absolutely incredible. Absolutely adorable. I think Little Sam is if you've seen the movie, yeah, he kind of looks can be deceiving for sure, but yeah, I'm not too big on the retro cloth type figures from NECA and stuff like that, but I don't know what it is about these guys. Ever since the Michael Myers, the Halloween 2018 figure, I don't know, man. These I've been more open to these retro cloth type figures from Trick or Treat Studios. So for starters, in regards to head articulation, head does rotate all the way around. There is some movement. He can look down, not too much up. Can kind of do a head tilt a little bit. And the sack on his head, it does feel like real burlap, which is pretty cool. And the looks as though the eyes, it is, no, it's molded. Okay, I was thinking like, man, they kind of look like it's actually the threading in the eyes there and the buttons, but yeah, I mean, regardless, this is pretty nice. The hemp rope here around his neck feels pretty legit. As for the arm articulation, arm does come up 90 degrees. Does rotate all the way around. It would rotate all the way around. The only thing is with the cloth here, it's kind of hindering the movement a little bit. But I mean, realistically, the arm does rotate all the way around. It seems like there's a double joint in the elbow. At least it feels that way. There doesn't seem to be any rotation in the elbow, but there is rotation up here in the upper bicep, is what it seems like. Wrist does rotate all the way around, and there is some light articulation in the wrist and the hand going back and forth. Have to say, I like the attention to detail in the hands. I don't know if the camera picks it up well or not, but I don't know if you can see the blood there on his fingers. I think the wash of the stained blood is pretty good. As for the other arm does come up 90 degrees and can rotate all the way around. Like I said, I feel like the cloth and honestly the felts on this for the suit, for the onesie, does feel pretty legit. Feels pretty good. It feels like a fleece type material. Double joints in the elbow is what it feels like. Again, rotation in the upper bicep, rotation in the wrist, and then again there is articulation back and forth on the wrist. So as for the torso there is some pretty good rotation, range of motion, so you can pose them pretty well. Bends not too much forward. He does bend back a little bit. As for leg articulation, leg does come up. Leg does not really go back. I think the way it's molded, there is feels like a double joint in the knee. There's rotation at the upper thigh. No rotation in the knee. Looks like feels like there could be rotation in the foot, but I don't want to risk it and have a video fail. As for the foot articulation, feels like it goes up, goes back. But again, I feel the onesie here kind of hinders that movement. And he can come up to do the splits, it seems like. So same, foot can come up to do the splits. Leg does come up pretty well. It doesn't go back all that well, probably because of the way it's molded. Yeah, it does feel like there's a double joint in the knee. Rotation in the upper thigh. Actually, there is rotation in the foot. Yeah, I guess this one's just stiff. I mean, this is right out of the box, guys, so bear with me. Like I said, I don't want to have a video fail or anything like that. And foot does come back and forth a little bit. So let's go ahead and put him off to the side and get a look at some of his accessories. As for the accessories, guys, for starters, he comes with 2 sets of extra hands. He does come with 3 gripping hands. So one is sort of open-handed, and I do like that they put, I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but I like that they still have that wash of the blood, the dried blood on his hands. And I like the texture on the glove. You can feel the actual texture on it. It's like that, if you've seen the movie, he has sort of like a cloth or a bandage type gloves. At least that's what it looks like to me. And but yeah, he also comes with a more of a gripping hand as well. Like I said, I don't know if the camera picks this up well enough, but yeah, and he has still that additional dried blood on his hands. But I love the detail on this, very, very solid, and I love that it's actually textured and yeah, almost like a wet wash over his fingers. Like his hands are like, yeah, like they're moist with the blood or something like that. I think that's pretty cool. As for the other 2 hands, he comes with one that's a really tight grip 10. And again, love the detail on the glove. Really, really nice. And the wash there, really dig that. And then the other one is more of a gestured hand, to where he's like either has his hand out or reaching out, or has his hand open. But yeah, I really, really dig the detail on these. It's really nice. Really, really nice. A couple other accessories included in this release, guys. He comes with 2 of the lollipops. I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but very, very nice. One of them is solid, and the other one's already half eaten. So I really like the detail on these. They feel pretty legit. I mean, I like the sculpt of these. They're really nice. The coloring on these as well is really, really, really sharp. Just being something tiny like this, I mean, yeah, Trick or Treat Studios did a really good job on these accessories from what it looks like to me. Really dig it. Very nice. Up next we have the Holly Ho candy bar that has the razor blade in it. I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But I have to say, I really dig the detail on this. Absolutely killer, man. You see a little bit of the blood there. Yeah, the way they frilled out the wrapper like this is pretty cool. And then you can also, I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but you can also see some of the chocolate in there, like the razor blade inside the chocolate bar. So really nice. A bit of a, not really a bit of a soft plastic, but I would definitely be careful with this because I could see this like breaking off or bending or something like that. But Holly Ho, guys. Candy bar. Really nice that they included this accessory. That's pretty cool. Up next, guys, we got his trusty burlap sack. Nothing in it though. If you've seen the movie, he's carrying this around with him. He's like dragging it around and it gets all dirty and nasty, and I kind of wonder what's in there because it doesn't really show what's in there if I'm remembering correctly, but almost in the movie it almost looks like something bloody's in there. So there's nothing in it right now, but I really like the wash that they put over this, the dirty, and they also did that on the suit, on the onesie too. I don't know if it really picks it up on the camera, but I think they did a great job of the wash and, you know, making it really dirty and grimy like they did with this. And it's it feels like a real burlap sack. I like the frill there on the hemp, the rope. Really nice attention to detail for sure. Another accessory he comes with, guys, he comes with a sort of a diorama or a display. It's the piece of the sidewalk, and I have to say I really dig they put the AstroTurf grass. I mean, it feels legit, and I think they did a solid bang up job on this for sure. I mean, this is a hard plastic, and I mean, the way they did the concrete with the little cracks and stuff, and the sidewalk, the curb there, really dig it. They got the drain there. I mean, really solid detail. I mean, they didn't have to go this in depth for the dirt there. Like, you know, you see like the different textures and stuff going through the dirt. Like you see like the weeds or whatever, not just the weeds, but I guess the roots going through the dirt. But they did it all the way around, and I have to say, they didn't have to do that, but the fact that Trick or Treat Studios did that, I mean, you can tell they put a lot of love into this figure for sure. And I really dig this. I'm glad that they put this as a part of the accessory, as an accessory to this figure. I think that's really nice, really solid. He also comes with his jack-o'-lantern, his flaming jack-o'-lantern. Now what's really cool about this accessory actually lights up. So you just flip the switch on the bottom. And I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but yeah, you can kind of see where it's like, again, if you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking, you'll know where this is from in the movie. But really solid. I really like that. That is awesome. The pumpkin itself, or the jack-o'-lantern, looks absolutely cool. I like the detail and the texture on the pumpkin. The flame effect too is really nice. Pretty solid too. I mean, it's not a soft plastic or anything like that. I mean, it's a nice, you know, colored translucent plastic. Looks like it's got like an LED light in there. And again, you just flip the switch, you can turn it off. It does come with a little plastic piece. It's supposed to actually go, it goes in there in between the batteries. So out of the box, it comes like this. You just pull the tab and then you can flip the switch and then it'll light up. So really solid. I'm glad that they included this in this release. This is really nice, and it lights up pretty well too. And last but not least, guys, we have a alternate head sculpt. And I have to say, this is absolutely insanely cool. I love the coloring on this. The attention to detail that Trick or Treat Studios put into this is really, really solid, I'd have to say. You see the stitching there was kind of holding his eyes together. The eyes look really, really gnarly. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can see like the little X's in his eyes. That's crazy. I love the coloring on this. I guess the rotted orange color with the contrasting browning shadow wash that they did over this. Really, really nice. Mouth is got some articulation to it as well. And even inside the mouth, man, that looks pretty gnarly. If you could see the teeth there, I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but you can see the rotted teeth and the tongue and the colors, the rotted teeth up there. Yeah, I mean, overall, I have to say, yeah, this is a pretty solid head sculpt, I will say, for Trick or Treat Studios. This is my second figure from them, and I'm like really, really impressed by this one. Not to mention, it's pretty solid. I mean, it's got some weight to it. It's pretty heavy. As gnarly as this looks, as cool as this looks, more than likely I'd pose him with his original head sculpt. I don't know what it is. I just love little Sam, the way he looks in his original form, or the form he looks at the beginning of the movie. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the figure. Have you seen the movie Trick or Treat? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? I'd love to hear your thoughts on the figure as well as the movie. Like I said, I just discovered this movie in October 2022, so huge fan of it. If you're a fan of it too, I would definitely like to hear your thoughts in the comments and thoughts on the different stories. I don't know if I mentioned before, this movie is like a old school anthology horror movie, so it's got like different stories, but they all intertwine and they all kind of Sam kind of goes between all of them. So I don't want to give too much away. I'd rather y'all check out the movie for yourselves if you haven't seen it. Beyond that, guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again, guys, for coming back and for the continued support. I really, really appreciate it. Seriously, guys, I can't thank y'all enough for the continued feedback and conversations that I've had with many of you, not only on YouTube, but on Instagram as well. So really, really can't thank y'all enough, guys. Until then, we'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy and have a good one.